Good morning, everyone. Today is October the 25th. My name is Anne-Marie Band, and this is the Moneyball Morning for the Benzinga Pro platform. We're going to take a look, as always, at the SPY and the Qs. If you missed yesterday's, remember that the big thing that might be pushing prices further to the north is that we've got the blackout period for stock buybacks ending at the end of this week. A lot of things could easily propel us into next week. I think there's a bit of a concerted effort to keep the market higher into the election cycle, and we'll see what happens from there. Okay, that's it. What are we looking at? Same thing we thought yesterday. We've got the same follow through today. We are sitting at areas that we haven't seen in quite some time. Pullbacks were buy zones, both for the SPY and the Qs. Also, a lot of people are looking at the diamonds and the IWM. They're all running to the north. Here's where we look this morning. Notice for futures and for these ETFs, everybody's coming into these spaces that are associated with Fibonacci lines. Listen, I love Fibonacci lines, but they are estimates of what's really going on in the market space. Sometimes they're dead on because a lot of people are looking at the same lines and they step in front of them in a concerted effort. So these Fibonacci's are self-fulfilling, just like moving averages. All right, so take a look at it from that perspective. In terms of rhythm and flow, here's what we're looking at. Cross current, big moving averages, still downward. Okay, big moving averages, still downward. Tight moving averages, upward, momentum upward. So what that tells you is that tighter time frames and intraday motion is much more inclined to be buying the dip. The ones who are on the longer time frames will be selling the rips. And so your time frame ought to be, all right, well, do I want to trade intraday or am I looking at something longer term? And so that's really what we're going to stare down right here. To me, it looks like we retest these breakaway lines, maybe get a little choppy around here. I would not be surprised if we sit in a little bit of a range. It is an important line. There are concerted efforts that are very interested in shorting the market because of all the macro trouble that is sitting on the top. Listen, no doubt about it, we got a dumpster fire, but that's not how you're going to make money. You're going to make money by saying, okay, I have a premise. My premise is if I come into this price, a lot of traders will also see that price and will trade to this price. That's the only way you're going to get an edge, in my mind, anyway, particularly if you're a trend follower. So here we are on the SPY. We have this little double topping, triple topping, multiple topping, whatever you want to call it. Fact of the matter, this was resistance. And so as it begins to lose that level, you say to yourself, all right, where's the next legitimate place for me to connect? It might be the prior day's opening tick in that evening, right? These are the 9:30 ticks. For the futures, it would be, whatever it is that you want to look for. Here's the thing. This is one of my favorite things, and you talk to a lot of people. They've got a lot of different things for the opening range. Some futures traders use 30 seconds. I like a little slower, I like the 2-minute. Watch that 2-minute range and watch it move to the next level. Once it breaks out, it could have trend. I say go in the direction of those tight moving averages if you're intraday trading. Hey, listen, here's the great part. This works on any chart you want to look at. Price action is universal because it is a copy of what our minds are thinking. And as much as we would love to separate ourselves and believe that we are individually beautiful and different, we're all the same. We are. We feel rage, we feel fear, we feel joy, we feel anger, we feel remorse, we feel fear, whatever it is, it all shows up in these candlesticks. Start learning to read that emotional drift of, hey, if I were here, what would I want to do? And then blend it with the person who still has emotion, but is also able to see what other people are doing. That's how you win this 3-dimensional chess game that we're all playing with. All right, good luck. See you tomorrow.